Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag live if you're watching live, hashtag replay if you're on replay. So, I was going to do this presentation with the dry erase board in the background. But you know what? I thought, no. This training here deserves just me talking with no visuals whatsoever. So, as a trainer, as a coach, as just somebody that works out, I get damn tired of people demonizing food, okay? So, here's what I mean by this. I come from a coaching style, at least as it relates to nutrition, is I believe everybody's nutrition is, for the most part, going to be different based upon their lifestyle, okay? Everybody's different. Religious preferences, food preferences, foods that interact differently in people's bodies. But an overall kind of stamp on this is there are no bad foods. Okay? Ooh, hold on a second. Twinkies aren't bad? Donuts aren't bad? There are better foods. Okay? Grilled chicken is a whole lot better than a Twinkie. Hard to argue there, right? But here's the thing. Though a Twinkie doesn't really have any nutritional value whatsoever, from a psychological standpoint, if I go into coaching a client and let's say they are eating fast food 5 times a week, right? If I go in and I say, okay, all this stuff you're eating is shit. You must stop all of it right now. What do you think the likelihood or the adherence to that is going to be? If you're eating out 5 times a week at a fast food restaurant because you got kids, right? You're going through Chick-fil-A, and I, as your coach, tell you Chick-fil-A is nothing but bullshit. You should stop that process right now. What do you think is going to happen? Well, it's going to last about 4.5 seconds. Well, why is that? Well, human beings are very strange and very different, okay? And we are all wired differently. There is a very small percentage of the population that could take that information and use it and go with it and not have a problem with it. The rest of us are going to have a little bit of an issue. So I think it's very irresponsible for us as individuals, all of us, but more particularly those of us in the coaching fitness space, to tell you that these foods are bad because it's the Adam and Eve scenario, okay? Hey, don't eat the apple. Well, what happened? She ate the damn apple, right? And then here you go. Here's the story. That right there summarizes everything. So as a coach, I don't demonize food. Now, what I will say is there are classifications, which would be eat more of this, eat some of this, and eat less of that, okay? That's a different approach than saying, don't ever eat this ever again. Because if you do, I'm going to put my foot in your ass. Because what's going to happen there? They're going to go eat it, okay? It happens every time. I made these mistakes as a rookie trainer, as a rookie coach, and it was like, no, stop eating that stuff. Well, what ended up happening? They ended up eating more of it, right? So there are no bad foods. From a psychological standpoint, it is back to the Adam and Eve scenario of the apple, don't eat it. Guess what? She ate it. Well, we're that way. We're wired that way. You tell us that, oh, you can't have that. Well, by God, you're going to go over there and do that. Now, what will end up happening is if we can stair-step ourselves down, okay, if we can start incorporating better food, naturally we'll push out some of the lesser foods, i.e. Twinkies, donuts, etc., that we're eating, okay? Just by nature of adding more quality food will naturally elicit a response to then lessen the amount of food that you're eating, okay? So that approach tends to work better, I think, from the standpoint of of you as looking at and evaluating your nutritional blueprint. What I mean by that is what I structure out nutritionally for all of my clients is a blueprint. And that blueprint is different by person. I kind of mentioned that earlier in the video, is people are different. Their needs, their wants, their desires are different. Where they are all different. That's why diets don't work, because diets put people in a box. People don't belong in boxes, okay? They belong to be able to float around without any labels and any, put in this little nice, neat space, okay? Because we're all different. And our nutrition should be different based upon, again, our needs, our wants, where we are, where we've been, etc. Okay? So, stop demonizing food. Stop saying carbs are bad. Stop saying fats are bad. Stop saying that you eat too much protein. Stop all of this stupid shit that we do to ourselves that just literally puts us right back to square zero, which is eating the foods that we like and we get them, that joy out of for about 5 seconds, and then we have the guilt, the shame, and etc. happens afterwards. So if we can then kind of create something that's a structure around you, build it out, incorporate more quality foods, naturally the lesser foods will then start to dissipate, because we didn't tell you that you couldn't eat them. We just strongly suggested that you eat more of this and less of that, and ipso facto, bingo, it ends up happening anyway. So if you have questions, you have concerns, and you want more information about how this process works, or you want to know what your nutritional blueprint actually is, because maybe you don't know. Maybe you've tried everything, intermittent fasting, you've tried low carb, you've tried high protein, you've tried this, you've tried that. It ain't working for you. Shoot me a message. Hashtag value in the value. Hashtag value in the value. Hashtag value in the comments section if you found value in this video